Well, welcome to Vegas Shout Out. It's very late, nearly 8:30 here. Absolutely wrecked. Um, just going to give a quick synopsis of what's going on with the news. Quick. Well, Antonio from West Ham in international duty with Jamaica late Wednesday night. Will he start for West Ham? They'll have to assess him. Scamacca looks like the dude, a 30.5 million signing, will possibly start instead. He might be benched, so beware of that one, Antonio owners. David Moyes is complaining about 13 games in 44 days leading up to the World Cup and game week, the end of game week 16. And it's absolutely a joke. You know, people say they get paid. Oh, they get paid enough to do it, but like the quality, injuries, to play at your full and true potential. It's a total joke. It's a total cock up. I'm sorry now. I'm not happy in the morning. Yeah, reading Antonio Conte's thoughts, you just look at the shock on that guy's face. He's just like we Spurs. Well, we're lucky. We're unlucky. We have to play 43 games in the space of 13 games in 43 days. So I don't know what West Ham are complaining about. They've got an extra day's rest than us. But yeah, here David Moyes has been going on that they have so many international signings now that things should be clicking, but the fans are getting nervy. They've had 5 defeats so far. But they're saying that they've got loads of international signings. Theo Kerr plays at right back for Germany. Lucas Pasquetta started both games for Brazil. Areola, their second goalkeepers, had a rare outing for Italy, or in goal for France, sorry, because Hugo Lloris is possibly withdrawn from the squad. It says here in the paper that he should be making it for Spurs. It says here that Lloris, Lenglet, who I don't rate, Dyer, Romario, Bentancur, Højbjerg, Emerson, Perisic, Son, Kane, and Richarlison up front. Richarlison scoring, I think, about 3 games or 3 goals in 2 games. So he's hot on fire. Son scored a couple for South Korea. And we all know Kane, he got that penalty, but sweet FA, really beaten by Italy and drawn with Germany. Total waste of time. And this is it. There's definitely no Kulusevski, I would say. He came off. He finished the game against, I think, Slovenia or Slovakia, and he's got a twinge of the hamstring, I would say, and probably too risky to throw him in there when you got Richarlison, who's in form. So he should be playing today, Richarlison. Yeah, so Kulusevski's an injury worry. What else is there? Yeah, Kante speaking, the way Lloris sustained a thigh injury that forced him to pull out of the France squad, and Kulusevski picked up a hamstring problem after playing twice for Sweden, while Ben Davies suffered a hairline fracture below his knee before the international break, where Wales went on to lose to Poland 2-1. So there's a few injuries there for Spurs. That's probably why. Yeah, Lenglet, Dyer, and Romero. So I just think Lenglet's been thrown into the deep end. Like to see more of Sessignon, but Perisic is given the nod here today. Or that's it on the Spurs front. So like Conte just says it's a complete and utter disaster. To be risking all these stars an international break. I'm totally against international break. I hate the whole thing. I think if I had my way, you'd have to volunteer. You don't get paid. The club pays the wages, and we have to pick up the pieces at the end of these breaks. It's all been fitted in. It's all rubbish. I don't know what sort of crack we're going to have in the next 13 game weeks, or how many is it? 8 game weeks? Yeah, I think we've 8 or 9 game weeks before. And and it's just hard. to become like the true contenders. I suppose we'll see anyway. So I know it's the same for every team, but not quite when you've got it's hard to play there. Sorry. Look, how many internationals would have played for Villa, Southampton, Palace, Wolves? Now Wolves against West Ham today. I suppose they would be all over the shop. Wolves, I suppose they would have a few internationals for. So this is a great chance for the lower leagues and Leeds as well, who don't have as much involvement to get in there. Oh, another thing, Mitrovic is playing against Newcastle at home today, and apparently he's never scored against Newcastle. The Fulham striker scored 10 in 9 games this season and netted 50th goal for Serbia as he came out on top against Man City goal machine Erling Haaland in a 2-0 win in Norway on Tuesday. So yeah, that's mad. Yeah, Haaland played and Serbia came out 2-0 on Tuesday. So Mitrovic won that round. But he's never scored or been on a winning side in three games against Newcastle. That's nothing really. It's just making up. So Mitrovic is raring to go. So any of the owners, he should be playing. I like Fulham. They're full strength. Let's share the screen here a bit. I don't want to make this too long. It's just basically where I am before all this kicks off later today with Arsenal playing host to Spurs. This is what I'm going to go with today. Ward, no chance of keeping the clean sheet. I don't know how he's still in there. I just can't wait to get back on Sanchez when Brighton have some good games. So yeah, I got Ntete. I've took a -8 today. So I'm gonna go with that. And I'm gonna go with Bowen. I'm at a loss. Coutinho probably won't start. Martinelli against Spurs. That's not going to be fun to watch. Do I really want to? I'm putting Anderson. This is just not how you play FPL at all. I could just throw him in there, but I like Martinelli. That's where I am. It's just rubbish at the minute. Just going to take a chance at punt on there. Figure it out how to go. That's where I am at today. I'm not really too bothered. Just relieved there's not as many injuries as I thought. But yeah, not going to be overthinking this today. I'm just going to let this go. Yeah, just want to have a look at the other previews. What else? Arsenal's very, very interesting. Dodgy as feck. Sorry, no, I'm sorry to have this bit of a rant, but Arsenal always seem to have, I don't know, it's something this Partey, right? He's got injured in the warm-up against Brazil. Partey pulled out of Ghana's friendly against Brazil last Friday. In the warm-up, he felt a discomfort during the warm-up. Now, that could be anything. After leaving the camp to return back to London. And what did their manager say? The Ghanaian, insane, chilling out, absolutely pandering to every whim. I'm in the paper, it says Partey will start. White, Saliba, Gabriel, Zinchenko. What is new somewhere as well? I'm gonna come back to Akra, Saka, Isu. Yeah, I think everything, because I'm doing something with the crypto. Something big. I'm downloading something. So it's called entire node of a certain coin. So this is going to lag like hell. I'll have more security rather than relying on third parties. Right. So the Arsenal crack is so he's back now in London. Zinchenko did not join up with the Ukrainian squad after missing the Brentford game with a calf problem. So he stayed at home, chilling out in London. Tierney's instead been working on his fitness, while Tierney, Arteta's alternative at left back, was forced off after suffering a blow to the head. So that's a superficial, a blow to the head. He's going to be fine. Again, Scotland's National League meeting with the Republic of Ireland, where they won in the last minute 2-1 penalty. So manager Steve Clark suggested that the problem was not serious. There you go. All the international managers in this Otto Addo, whatever his name, and Steve, they're all absolutely running after Arsenal, worried about Arsenal, you know? Absolutely. Oh, Tomiyasu, meanwhile, withdrew from the Japan squad. So they have 3. Partey's gone back home. Tierney never went. Zinchenko never went. Tomiyasu, they're all at home chilling. Withdrew from the Japan squad due to what the country's called club circumstances. What is going on at Arsenal? The defender who was plagued by injury problems towards the back end of last season has lost his place in Arteta's Premier League side so far. While Ben White shifted to right back following the return of William Saliba from his loan spell. Emil Smith-Rowe definitely hallelujah. Yeah, his career is finished at Arsenal. He can't even. I don't know what I for me last season, and now he's a rubbish player. Now he's rubbish now. That he has undergone surgery to resolve a long-standing hip problem. The midfielder is not expected back in training until December at the earliest, ruling him out of the World Cup. Spurs, we've heard about Spurs. So there you go. It's all here in black and white with the London news. So yeah, everybody can play for Arsenal. I've got rid of Zinchenko. Terrific. I'm just sick of Zinchenko. It's like a mostly have been added a new guy called Christopher Vivelli to their list of that's just a upstairs management director's job. Another thing after the week of Arsenal's disaster defeat at Tottenham in May, none can have done quite so much as that dished out by his opposite until he began, in a tone that made clear that the mother of Premier League's youngest manager was kind of a dinner table reality check, usually reserved for cocksure teenagers. But he has just started his job, and the Italian continued dictated from last May's 3-0, the White Half of North London. He needs to be more, which has anyone who has seen Mr. When I Lose a Jew, whatever. If he doesn't want to accept, fine. Don't take a coat, get wet, but don't come moaning to me. I didn't hear about this. Yeah, so that was after the 3-0, and there was a lot of moaning, and there was someone got sent off anyway. And got forward to this one. I did. I just overworked. I didn't get back home till 11 last night after beginning job of I have to cop on here. So Potter is the special one. We knew we'd win with him. He's done nothing yet, mate. Well, Chelsea are going to be set. More than 3 weeks after his appointment, Graham Potter will finally take charge of his first Premier League game for Chelsea. Blah blah blah. Or play 20 minutes. Special one, striker Ajay Jarrell, who played under Potter at Ostersund's. It sounds like a bunion or something. When I joined Ostersunds in 2016, I felt that he would achieve something together. We would achieve. He told me that I came here to win. We are winners. Oh, I could say that. Sure, that's a fact, and I'm telling you that. I've never heard of him. I don't know who Ostersunds is. Sounds like a middle name for a Veruca. That's one thing about Chelsea there. I'll just go into football mode and have a quick look at what Chelsea and Palace. Is there anything here in the Metro? The London Tube strike, it's going ahead as normal. Yeah, the train that's meant to be getting me to this job today, I'm presuming that's not running. It never does run when there's a strike. I can't be bothered cycling 25 kilometers at 3 a.m. in the morning to get to this job for 6. I got to think of myself. Frank Lampard is told and squad is a concentrating pro, and he's so dead right. He is a great squad. Southgate squad for Qatar after playing for the under-21s. But Lampard has warned Gordon he must keep producing to the Premier League if he is to be serious about achieving the goal. There's a lot of competition in this area of the pitch with England, says Lampard. He just has to keep working on all parts of his game, not just the goals, which are a huge part. It's good. He's in conversation. He's in the conversation. Yeah. Lampard has a similar message for any other toffees with one eye on the World Cup. So yeah, this World Cup thing, who wants to get injured now, mate? I think it's going to be interesting next month and a half, guys. Right back, Nathan Patterson will be out, maybe out for longer than initially thought with an ankle injury suffered with Scotland. What happened with that Ireland game? Bangs, clashes, broken this and that. I think the 4 or 5. Let's hope we can get him back quickly. Ankle with them. That's about. Lampard will have England number 1. Pickford back from a thigh. So yeah, everything seems to be all fine there. I think Gomez or Alan that's left Everton now. Yeah, this is more about Emil Smith-Rowe long-term surgery. But I think the whole thing. I think Spurs are in trouble. I just can't see. They've got all their ducks in a row. The 4 guys that 1 turned up, didn't play, went home. 3 never turned up and stayed at home. I give up, mate. It's like all the international managers from Clark to Addo and all the rest. They've said, "Oh, just concentrate on Tottenham. We've got to beat Tottenham." Yeah, I need another coffee. I think it's good to have this. Yeah, and the biggest news of the whole lot is Trent Alexander-Arnold. Sorry, a bit tongue twisted today. Prepares to get back to business with Liverpool yesterday after a frustrating international break with England. I don't think he was in the squad, was he? he was in the squad. He went, but he got no game time and just sat on the bench. While the Three Lions boss Gareth left the exciting Reds talent unused for the games against Italy, Germany, the 23-year-old is sure to be in the club's plans for tomorrow's game against Brighton. TA may feel he has a point to prove after Salko said he lagged behind Newcastle's Kieran Trippier's all-round game. Wow! And I'm extremely bullish on TA. I think he's phenomenal. I think he's getting done because he's too good. He should be in. Really, I think he's got to go right wing. Even the wing back thing, he has the pace and power, but I think somebody has to be behind to look after him. It's not his fault. It's just that he's an exciting, brilliant talent. He takes great corners. He's a great set piece specialist. Great as frees, brilliant. And I think maybe this season he suffered a bit with Salah. The down that right wing for Liverpool, it's not clicked. Something's gone mortally wrong, and I think a lot of that to do with Henderson. It seems like with Liverpool, the problem I think with if one cog isn't running right, the rest suffer, and I think it's all emanated to Naby Keita and Henderson and Fabinho. It's just not happening. Milner's another year older. Next year he'll be putting in for his pension, free bus pass. Oh, sorry, Miller. He's great player. I'm not joking. But yeah, TA is the future, and I will be getting them in along with Salah. I've done my -8 for this week as a joke. I don't particularly care about what's going on now. I'm realized, but I still love the game. I love the whole lot, and yeah, that's basically much of the news. What's that about Saka? Nothing about. But yeah, Arsenal are full, ready to go, and we'll see if Spurs can surprise them. Don't forget to get your teams in soon enough. Yeah, I want to have a look at this sports mall, and let's have a look at Chelsea. And I just want to see what's going on there. This is my favorite go-to. If this thing will load, if it's lagging too much, I'll just end here. It's not lagging too much. This just gives all the synopsis. Yeah, Vieira. Vieira, he's really the Gooner manager one day. Seriously, he's really cutting his teeth there. So what's going on here? Crystal Palace centre back James Hopkins is in line to return. Okay, calf problem. Jack Butland hand, Nathan Ferguson foot, James McArthur groin. They're all in the medical bay. Olise Eduardo pushed to displace Ayu and Mateta, but the hosts could ultimately go unchanged from the side that took a point at home from Newcastle. Chelsea and N'Golo Kante has made a timely return to training, and he's back from a thigh injury. But Potter has continued. The Frenchman is not ready for competitive comeback yet. And Potter has revealed that Mark Cucurella and Chumbawamba Carney, another CC Carney, Crumpet Carney, Chuka Wiyamua, Chuka Wiyameka, Chuka with Carney, Crumpet. What the hell is Crumpet Carney doing in this team? Has picked up bugs and will miss the trip. What sort of bugs? They're not the bloody wrong types of bugs. Gallagher may be forced to accept a spot on the bench, which is a joke. What a player! For the guy is brilliant. Great number 10. And what else? We've lost Gallagher. Yeah. So welcomes back Wesley Fofana, who was disgraced the other day in Europe. I can't understand. I can't remember who bet them again. 1-0 in the Champions League. Shocking. Zagreb was it? If I had to guess. It's like as if he was waiting for a bus. He's looking at his phone. Bus goes by, and that's the striker. He never got back. We missed the bus, mate. Koulibaly and Ben Chilwell back to the first 11. So this is interesting. Chilwell, bloody hell, Chilwell is going to be back. Chilwell, I love to Chilwell. That's the guy. My team will have Trent, Chilwell, and Laporte. That's where I'm going. Probably I'm either 2 ahead in FPL this year or well behind, and I feel I've been chasing the cuteness and lost all the faithness. I'm totally faithless. James, so yeah, this is Chelsea: Kepa, Fofana, Silva, Koulibaly, James, Jorginho, Kovacic, Chilwell, Mount, Aubameyang, and Sterling. Looks interesting. Ward Anderson, Gertie, Mitchell, Slup. Sounds like a soup here, doesn't it? Ward Anderson, Gertie, Mitchell, Slup, Decore, Ezra, vegetables, cabbage, turnip, carrot, banana. Right, that's the crack there. What else do we know? I'll do another one anyway, and then turn this off and then throw it on. What would be West Ham? We kind of know. City, that's a bit too late. Man City, if I got this. Everyone says that the City United. It's actually, I think that the Liverpool United is the best derby in the world in a way, but no, Arsenal and Spurs is right up there. Everyone loves to have a crack at that controversy. So for me, yeah, I love it. But my derby is United Spurs. That's the one I just look every year. I love that derby. For me, it's a derby. It's the Wega derby. That one. United versus the Spurs. Um, no, we won't need to go into that one. We know about this Bournemouth, Palace, Fulham. Yeah, we don't need to go into any of the other stuff really. I've kind of rounded up pretty well. So that's the report for today, and that's where my thoughts are today. Coming up to 9 o'clock, we've got like the what was it 10:30? 10:30. Get another coffee, a bit more breakfast. Just get the headlines. Anything else in the ether for today? Okay, well, it won't come down. It won't load up, will it? Okay, so yeah, 12:30. Klopp backs TAA. Not much. It's yeah. Defender Stones out for up to 2 weeks, so keep an eye on that one. Yeah, it would be interesting, but I still think it's a bit early for the look. Always like to. I am interested. I am interested in that one. I have a quick look. Let's get rid of some of these. Yeah, you can go into this stuff yourself anyway. What's this? Okay, I was just going to end it there. Two-bit rivals at Taste for Victories. Lockshorns. Yeah, okay, great, great, great. Get to the science bit, as they say. Science bit. City will expect to be boosted by long-awaited Emerick Laporte from the injury for the. No way, he's not coming back already. Can't believe it. With a tie hamstring for England. Laporte will most likely have to settle for minutes as a sub, given his Oh, right, this is good. I can ease him in soon. Akaki, Akaji, Manuel. I'm not a financial advisor. Please consult your accountant before you pick your FPL teams, guys. That's